Okay.
Okay, so this is Mark and Michelle. We got a lot of requests about this heavy metal smoothie, the detox smoothie, the medical medium diet. So we thought we would show you how we make ours every morning. These are the ingredients: organic barley juice, dulse flakes,
Hold them up a little bit longer so people can read. There you go. Beautiful.
pure spirulina, Hawaiian spirulina, bananas. Did you get a good view of that?
Yeah, got
Bananas.
a good view of the bananas. Yeah, yeah.
Dates, these are the yummiest things I've ever sunk my teeth into. An orange.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
This is the big bad mother. Right?
This is
cilantro.
This is a natural chelator, according to Anthony Williams and other people that I've seen, not related to his show or his work. But this stuff does do the job, and I can attest to that personally, because after 2 weeks of being on the heavy metal detox smoothie and using cilantro, quite a bit of cilantro no less, I peed maybe all my heavy metals out. My urine was gray for anywhere between 10 to 14 days. So cilantro is important.
But if you feel like you're detoxing too fast, this is the thing that you would chill out on.
Exactly.
And wild blueberries.
Yep.
From Maine.
Or from wherever you can get wild blueberries from. If you're in Australia, obviously you don't have to worry about them being from Maine.
And because they're wild, you don't have to worry about them being organic. All right. Now, for this to work, there are foods that you have to not eat. No gluten, pork, dairy, corn, citric acid, farmed fish, canola oil, artificial sweeteners, MSG, natural flavors, soy, artificial flavors, and my favorite, eggs.
Well, what she means is
I love eggs, and it was really hard to give up eggs. But I have given them up.
All right.
And I have seen a difference in myself. I feel better. Okay, so now Mark is going to make the smoothie.
All right. And I'm going to hand this over. Okay. All right. Let's look at the recipe first. There we go. That is the recipe, Anthony Williams' recipe for the heavy metal detox smoothie. In case you haven't seen it before, we're going to post it and credit him on our Facebook page, Heal Your Autism. So you'll get to see all of this, and you'll be able to watch me make it now. Okay. You'll need a blender, not a juicer, a blender. It doesn't have to be this blender. This is an Oster Versa, and this thing sounds like a small plane taking off when we use it.
Yeah, we won't make you hear that.
Well, I guess they're going to have a choice.
I'll just put it on pause.
Well, all right, fine. So anyway, here's what we do. I'm going to start with 2 bananas, because that's in the recipe.
Of course, we're sharing this drink.
Exactly. It makes quite a bit. We get about 2 glasses each out of it. Oh, we'll wash my hands.
That's a good thing.
We won't show you video of me washing my hands because most everyone knows how to do that.
We bought the spirulina in pill form, and we take it as a supplement. We do not add it to the detox smoothie. It can taste kind of strange.
Okay. All right. Drying my hands, and we're going to move on to this. All right. 2 bananas. I just break up the bananas by hand. You can cut them up. It doesn't really matter.
Oh, he breaks them up a lot more than I do. I like
pinching
quarter
them off.
it.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
Okay.
You can do it your way.
We have different styles. All right. Okay. The second banana. I'm going to get rid of those. Going to rinse my hand real quick. Well, hands, since I have more than one. All right. Now, next thing, I'm going to put in 3 dates. Let me see what the recipe actually says. It says, oh, it doesn't actually say dates.
Oh.
Nope.
Well, the one in the book does.
Oh, all right. Well,
so there are 2 different recipes. The main point are the 5 things, which are the wild blueberries, spirulina, barley juice powder, cilantro, and dulse. Those are the 5 main things.
The dates are for the extra sugar. You're trying to help your adrenals
They're actually for the mineral salts.
Well, oh, okay. Never mind then. They're for the mineral salts.
We've only been doing this diet. We're in our 3rd month.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm the one who's read all the books and listened to a lot of the podcasts. So Mark doesn't know everything yet.
Right.
We also wonder, because we were on the GAPS diet for 4.5 years, how much that helped us compared to how much medical medium alone would help someone else with autism.
Well, and for those of you who don't know, I did recover from autism using the GAPS diet. But we're doing this heavy metal detox, because it eliminated heavy metals in my system, I saw a few gains in that as well. For instance, verbally communicating, my emotions and behind my verbal communication and the intent of my verbal communication aligned. So now I don't confuse people when I talk. Everything comes across all at once and they get a complete message from me.
So we're really gung-ho on this detox, heavy metal detox.
Absolutely. Orange. And all I'm going to do here, cut off one end and then the other end. And I'm just going to peel it with a knife instead of by hand. You can peel it by hand if you want. Getting off most of the orange part of the peel. The pith apparently has good things in it, according to AW.
Yep. AW being Anthony William, the medical medium.
Mm-hmm. So we're going to leave some of the pith on there. Not going to really worry about it. But I'm going to get most of that peel off, the orange part. Then, here's the peeled orange. Just going to slice it. I've been cooking professionally on and off since 1986, 87. So I've got quite a bit of experience with a knife and in kitchens all over the U.S. So if this looks easy, it is. All right. So we've got dates in there. We've got orange in there. We've got bananas in there. Anthony Williams says that wild blueberries are also a big detoxifier. So we're going to add 2 cups according to the recipe. Yeah, 2 cups of wild blueberries.
We really eyeball it, mostly.
Yeah, when I make it, I tend to eyeball it just because I've seen some of these quantities so often in my cooking career that I know what they look like now. Anyway, this is a half a cup, so I'm just going to put 4 of these in. 1, 2. I lost the blueberry. We're going to wash him off, or her.
Anthropomorphizing
Food.
Blueberries.
I know, right? We love our blueberries.
They're yummy.
They are.
They taste better than cultivated blueberries, actually.
Yeah, they actually do.
There's lots of flavor.
If you're using a plastic measuring cup, wash it off, because immediately blueberries will permanently stain it. All right. We're going to zip our blueberries back up. All right. Then we're going to put these back in the freezer. All right. Need to use coconut water on this. Interesting.
We use coconut water.
We use coconut water as the liquid instead of orange juice. On this recipe, he doesn't say coconut water. Maybe he does in the book.
He does in the book.
Okay.
I'll post from both. You guys can decide which one you want to use. You'll probably come up with your own ideas. After we did the 28-day cleanse, and then you start going, oh man, I feel really weird. And you start modifying things for your own body.
And that's okay.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like I do much less cilantro, and sometimes I skip the cilantro in a day.
Well,
because I broke out a lot in the... Don't you love that you're staring at food and we're talking to you?
Anyway, but she broke out a good bit the more cilantro she had. Now, I haven't had quite the same issue. Fortunately, it's helped me just kind of get rid of heavy metals and make me feel better overall, energy-wise, and that kind of thing. The recipe says a cup of cilantro. Now, for those of you who don't know what cilantro looks like, it looks a lot like parsley. But if you look at the leaves, the ends are rounded. And cilantro is not nearly as dark green. But if you can't tell the difference, taste it. You'll definitely know the difference between cilantro and parsley by tasting it. So, while the recipe says a cup, I'm not putting a cup in.
Yeah, we're not a weird...
All I'm going to do is just rip off. If I chop that would be about a tablespoon. I'm not going to chop it. This blender would probably puree nails. So I'm just going to put the branches, the stems, and the leaves in there all together. All right. Cilantro, we're going to put you back in the fridge. Give me just a second. Stop that. Okay.
That didn't sound weird.
No, I was correcting our new members of the family. Last week we got 2 new kittens, and they're in there biting on electrical cords and other ridiculous things. So, Atlantic Dulce.
And it's turned out I really like this stuff. It's great on salads.
Oh, dulse, in case you don't know, is a seaweed. And in this case, it's dried, and it's kind of a purplish seaweed, if you can see it down in there. Here. Right? And you don't put much in the smoothie. He says a small handful, but then your smoothie would definitely taste like seaweed. I'm not interested in that. I can taste enough of it just putting in a tablespoon.
Yeah, Mark doesn't love it. I love it.
Yeah. I put in a tablespoon. We actually use this on the GAPS diet as well for iodine, and that helped. So, anyway, next, barley grass powder.
And all of this stuff is preferable to be organic.
But he says it's not absolutely necessary because you're still going to get healing from it.
That's right.
Is
That's
that correct?
what he said.
Okay, all right. AW said that. not me.
AW.
Okay.
This is probably the worst video of heavy metal smoothie detox on YouTube.
Yes, but it's the most fun. All right. I put in 2 scoops of the barley powder. And then I'm going to rinse my hands off.
Because it's messy.
It is messy. If your hands are wet reaching for the barley powder,
keep your hands dry.
They'll be covered in barley grass powder.
Now, sometimes I put honey in this thing.
You want honey?
Because he thinks honey's great. I don't want it today.
Okay.
But yeah.
Let's see if I have... coconut water is the liquid we use. But as long as you have a natural coconut water, the only thing that's in this is 100% coconut juice. That's it. All right? So, there's not quite enough in here for that smoothie, so I got another one over here. All right. This is our first meal of the day after celery juice.
Which is the other very important thing to add because it's supposed to clean out the liver.
Exactly. And the celery juice is the first thing we have. We drink our celery juice and then wait 15 minutes and then we make our smoothie. And
if you want to see us make celery juice, just let us know.
exactly.
We can make that exciting too.
Mm-hmm. We can. We could have one of the kittens make it. Anyway. All right. I'm going to put the coconut water away.
That's a lot of liquid with oranges already in there.
Well, it is, but the frozen blueberries and stuff won't blend up well if you don't have enough liquid in there. All right.
Okay, I'm going to pause it so that you don't have to
That
hear
would be fun.
the sound. All right, we're back. I can't stand the noise of that machine, so I have to walk to another room.
So
here is the beautiful product.
And I'll let her get a shot of the smoothie in there. So you can definitely tell there's blueberries in there. All right. We're going to pour away. Here's hers. There's mine. And then I'll just cover it back up.
All right. Cheers.
Cheers. That is the heavy metal detox smoothie. Do the recipe yourself and do it every day in the mornings. You'll love it, and it works really well at clearing up heavy metals, your liver, whatever else you got to detox. So happy drinking.
Thank you.
Thank you.